Yo, what up guys? Welcome to this week's patch note video where we are going to be taking a look at what's going on in RuneScape this week. So I actually just had a very quick scroll through and there's a decent amount of stuff to look through. A lot of the changes to Sanctum apparently in here. So we'll have a look through those and then some other interesting little bits of information too. But we actually have an initial very cool piece of information, which maybe I missed the first mention of this, but if not, then this is the first time we're hearing about it maybe. But we have a release date, I believe, for the mining and smithing update, which is crazy. So let's take a look, shall we? It says, have you heard about the mining and smithing update? Well, you have now, which I think most of us probably have, right? This isn't like a full rework for anyone who's just returned for double XP, because a lot of people do return double XP and then they're like, what? They're reworking mining and smithing again? There's just an update to it, so more content. They said primal fanatics have been spotted around Gillinor telling players about a mining and smithing update. Beware these strange individuals and their suspiciously snazzy armor. So maybe there's some new NPCs. I don't know. If you do want to know more about this update, then keep your eyes peeled for more news later this week and get your pickaxes ready for when it launches on August 12th. August 12th, like I knew it was soon, but that's close. That is very close. Damn, that's like next week, right? Is that next week? Yeah, that's next week. That's crazy fast. So I am very much looking forward to this, actually, and there's skilling as well, but 120 alls was on the table for me recently, and it will be back on the table very soon, especially during double XP, right? So this is going to be out next week, and I mean, what's not to be pretty excited about for this? So there you go. Now this is high level mining and smithing content, which you're probably going to get more information on this later in the week, like I said, but then I'll probably give more like specifics of what levels you probably want to have and to be ready and stuff. But if you are wanting to check this out on the release, then it may be worth actually focusing during double XP if you haven't done mining and smithing yet, leveling those up a little bit, because it is a higher level sort of content being released, like it's the higher end. So there you go. Nice. I'm looking forward to that. Double XP in full swing until the 12th. So this ends the same day, the same time this starts. Double XP is currently active and ends Monday. Plenty of time to get some extra combat training in or hone your artisan and gathering skills ahead for the upcoming skilling boss release. If you didn't know about the boss release, the skilling boss release, I didn't actually cover it on here, but I think Protox covered it probably, and a few other people maybe did as well. But you can check that out. I'll link this whole post here, and then there's a little link here to actually finding that, and there's loads of details on it. It looks really cool. I'm excited for that too, which is a little way off yet probably, but like maybe like a month or two. Either way, just more content is good, right? More content. RuneScape ahead. This is something that's really cool and I'm excited for. And this just, I mean, it's such a change. If you go back to my patch note videos from like February and March and stuff, it was always like, oh, look at this, there's nothing, it's boring and stuff like that. Whereas now every single thing I'm like, looking forward to this, excited for this. It's just a change. But anyway, we're excited to announce RuneScape Ahead, a brand new show where we'll take you inside our future plans for RuneScape. In this first edition of the show, we'll be revealing our content roadmap up to mid-2025 and even a little bit beyond. Don't miss on the RuneScape Ahead live premiere alongside your fellow escapers on August 15th. So when it says live premiere, this isn't a live stream, it's a live premiere, like it's a video that's being premiered, so you can watch it in like chat and stuff as soon as it drops, and it is on RuneScape. So it is on YouTube. So you can check that out. I'll definitely be keeping up with this, maybe streaming and watching it. I can't imagine it's going to be like huge in terms of length, probably like maybe like 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, something like that, maybe even less, like 5 minutes something. But either way, if you haven't heard about this, I made a video on it. Go and check that out. But also there's the blog here if you want to check that out too. Make sure you're following the RuneScape YouTube channel, not miss it, because the roadmap to mid-2025 already. We got to the end of the last year and the beginning of this year, and went, hold on, Jagex, where's the roadmap? What do you mean? Where's 2024 roadmap? Where is it? And we didn't get it until like recently. And they're already giving us 2025, which is just perfect. Good. Hell yeah. Like it's perfect. Sanctum of Rebirth world firsts. The Sanctum of Rebirth launch has been a wonderful experience to watch and even more fun to play. We just wanted to give an extra shout out to the players who dove in head first and secured the world first defeats of all the bosses in the Sanctum. So we actually got these emailed to us, I believe, as well. So you may have seen this already, but we have all the world first, basically, of normal mode at the top, and then hard mode at the bottom here. There's a few familiar names in here, so if you guys can see any that you recognize as well, give them a grats. But that's very cool, very cool. But imagine being world first to actually clear the full thing. That's crazy. Insane. But anyway, I mean, so far it's all pretty positive stuff in here. Let's get to the patch notes, and let's hopefully this isn't going to be like Sanctum of Rebirth has been removed. Fix an issue that prevents players from reclaiming the potion of zombification during the soul searching quest. Okay, Divine Rage's skill guide entry is not listed within the curses section anymore. Fix an issue where Keslim's line attack didn't apply an attack delay, resulting in the animation being cut short. Okay, fair enough. Fix an issue that prevented Nakatra, the Devourer, from being correctly set as hard mode Reaper kill if the boss was killed in hard mode. Wait, they prevented it from being sent. Okay, I was gonna say. So now, basically, if you do it in hard mode now, you will get the correct XP and the correct Reaper points. Whereas I guess before it was doing it in normal mode, no matter what. Which, I mean, it is what it is, but this is a nice fix. Fix an issue where the volatile scarab didn't spawn correctly while fighting against the third boss with 4 players. It is Nakatra, isn't it? Nakatra? Yeah. Why? I find that word so hard to say, man. I don't know. The scripture of Amascut will now consistently deal the correct number of hits on PvP combat. People have been testing this out in PvP. Is this good for PvP? Interesting. Tell you what, this has been like the 2nd or 3rd fix in like a row to something in PvP. Maybe PvP coming back, guys. Confirmed. I doubt it. But interesting that they're even bothering. Fix an issue where bars above the Sanctum of Rebirth bosses overlapped during the fight. Okay. Fix an issue where using defense abilities such as resonance would incorrectly display a miss or shield hit marker instead of 1 damage. Yeah, actually, I've noticed that. Fair enough. Updated Keslim within the Sanctum of Rebirth to now phase at 33.333% life points instead of 33% due to feedback. This means that she will now phase at 400k and 200k life points rather than the previous 396 and 198. Cool, nice round numbers, makes sense. Easier for people to remember, and what you'd expect, right? Like you would expect as you hit 400k that it would actually phase, whereas it was always just after, because I quite often would be like, oh, we're gonna phase now, and I obviously wouldn't have to use one more ability or something. Fix an issue where the Shadow Sands Gorilla Axe within the Sanctum of Rebirth would move unintentionally. Really? Okay. The scripture of Amascut damage over time now uses the correct combat style damage. I guess it mimics your combat style. To be fair, I've not used this enough. I probably should use it. I've not played anywhere near as much as I would have liked to. I'm going to be live again tonight, finally. I'm sorry for those of you that have been waiting for it. And I'm going to be doing a grind of the new dungeon again. I know it's probably like old news at this point, but I want to do like a loot from video. So we're going to be doing a long loot from grind, basically. Maybe it's 50 or 100 kills. I don't know what we'll do yet, but we'll check this out. But I've not played anywhere near as much as I would have liked to. So hopefully we can do that. It's going to be a lot of deaths off us probably. Fix an issue where some damage over times couldn't be removed with numbing roots. Added UI pop-ups to the Sanctum of Rebirth in order to give players information about the death mechanic within normal mode. Implemented a UI for a pop-up for Divine Protection for when the buff is applied. This will appear the first time a player begins an encounter. And then UI pop-up for Resurrection Sickness when the debuff is applied. And implemented a one-off message that will appear the first time the player interacts with this Sanctum entrance, noting that deaths are safe in normal mode. This is good to tell people that, you know, in normal mode, you're safe, you're alright. If you die, you're not going to actually die, you just revive. If people didn't know that before, then it's definitely important for them to know. They'll also be very confused, what's got the hell's going on. The following actions now have improved targeting behavior. Dive only allowed you to target. Oh my god. What the frick, Jagex? This is so good. this is perfect. Like, what? Good. Hell yeah. This was so fast. I made a video about this literally a few days ago saying get a tiny little familiar, because if you click your familiar or if you click conjures and necromancy, dives like lol, no, you can't do that. You can't, and you just stand still. So if you misclicked by accident, rip, right? Now you can only target the ground, meaning if you click on your familiar, or I assume anyway, if you click on your conjures, stuff like that, it'll actually just do it on the ground below it, which is perfect. Ah, hell yeah. This is actually going to be great for other places too, like Karapak, for example, or other bosses where standing underneath them is important. But in Karapak in hard mode, or even in normal mode, you're not going to be able to dive underneath him when he does that mechanic where he like slams a staff into the ground, the first mechanic, and you'll never be able to misclick this anymore. So this is good. Intercept only allows you to target other players. Good. Another amazing fix. Brilliant. Herblore bombs only allows you to target NPCs and the ground and other players in PvP. Yeah, nice. These are some really good changes. Really good changes, and they're just hidden down here. There's always some like golden nuggets somewhere, man. This is perfect. I don't know how many times I can say perfect in this video. Dev note, this is a short-term improvement to mitigate against targeting unintended entities while we investigate a more global solution. Okay. I don't think this is I think this is fine. Right? Like, is there a reason that you would not, that you want this to be any other different way? I mean, it's good. It's good that they're fixing this like temporarily while they find a better way to do it if they think they need to. But yeah, fixed several instances of waver being spelled as waver in the soul searching quest. Removed a double "the" from the sentence in the soul searching quest. Fixed an issue with the 9x9 or 6x6 safe area telegraph visual used for the Sanctum shockwave attack within the Nakatara encounter in the Sanctum of Rebirth. 9x9 is just a telegraph visual used for the Sanctum of Rebirth shockwave attack. I don't know what the issue with this was, but it's been fixed. That's good. If you guys know, let me know. Fixed an issue where the difficulty displayed on the boss health bar was incorrect after dying and re-entering the instance while fighting against Nakatara in a group. Okay. It's not Nakatara, it's Nakatra. Bro, why am I so bad at this? Fix an issue where the moonstone shards within the Sanctum of Rebirth would retaliate when attacked. Okay, good. Improved the cleanup time for moonstone shards within the Sanctum of Rebirth to allow for much smoother movement when traversing the environments. Is this basically like on the second boss where they would stay there forever, ever? And you would surge into them? I don't think this is, I think if they've changed this for them to remove quicker, to disappear, then I guess cool. And the same for the first boss, right, as well. But I mean, it was a difficulty thing, no, to make sure you place them in a decent place. Or I guess this is like a nerf to the boss but a buff to the player, and it probably feels better. It probably feels better to do, and it's not a huge thing. Following feedback implemented the following changes to the Vermix boss encounter with the Sanctum of Rebirth. Okay, when we would spawn coil spawn as part of the boss's rotation in hard mode, we now only spawn 2. This occurs at the end of the ability rotation. Okay. Phasing. Hard mode still begins with 4 coil spawn alive. Amended the target marker that appears during phasing. Removed one of the coil spawn that spawns during phase transition. The channel's power from the Sanctum towards the west and the east message is only shown once per phase. Good. Amended the above messaging to be more specific. Good. During phase transition, the northwest and northeast coil spawn are only spawned once. So if you manage to kill it, this will give you a bit of safe space to work with. By the way, for those who don't know, coil spawns are like little heads that come out of the wall, right? The extra and adds, I guess. If you kill the coil spawn in the above location, the souls will spawn faster on the next rotation. Depending on when you kill it, this might not occur until the next rotation. Okay, cool. Soul bomb attacks the area below the player's feet instead of following the player. Oh, ooh, this is very cool. I like this. This is the big bomb that he throws two bombs at you, right? And it drops onto you and it blows you up, and you have to like. I use reflect and vitality potion for it, but now you can just dive outside of it, and it's a 3x3 telegraphed area. I like this actually quite a lot. There's definitely a nerf to the boss in terms of the fact that you can now just move out of the way, but this feels so much better. It feels, in my opinion, moving out, being able to like purposely move out of the way and dodge the thing, it fits into the dungeon a lot better. The ability kind of felt out of place. And this just feels nicer. I like it. Cool. Man, the fact they're taking all that feedback as well. Hell yeah. General, fix an issue with the overriding of the Ishara pet. Fix an issue where Crown Image would play in that person's cave. Nomad's bounty rewards will no longer be discarded. Player closes the reward chest. Okay, cool. Fix typo in the examine text of the powder of penance even. And fix an issue causing Lupe's free daily supplies being sent to the inventory instead of the bank. Alright. Treasure Hunter is going to give us nothing. Cool. Who cares? And Community Showcase with the insanely good art. Every time. There you go. And then there's some RuneTube stuff here, which you guys should check out for sure. And screenshots. Cool. That's it. Pretty much. There you go. Anyway, there's a lot of changes in here to the boss. There's a lot of good changes to the boss in here actually. This is going to feel so much better to do. I'm going to go check this out pretty much straight away, I think. And I'll be live later today as well. And other than that, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Don't forget, mining and smithing next week. Holy crap. See you later, guys. Bye.